If I cut this wire, I don't know if the terminal will affect anything in the room. Well, now if the alarm goes off, the alert will at least be limited to this room. The pistol should be... I've already got... Here goes nothing. That did it. I'll put out the fire before it gets out of control. My God. There's enough vaccine stored in here to treat the entire population for years. Danton was right. The government has been lying to everyone all along. This isn't right at all. The people need to know the truth.
Amy Wellard, by order of the aristocracy, you are under arrest for trespassing on private property, breaking and entering, theft, and tampering with official Ministry of Medicine documentation.
I'm sure there's been some kind of misunderstanding.
Our orders are quite clear. You are hereby ordered to come with us for detention in Rockwall Prison.
Don't I at least get some kind of trial first?
We're here to escort you to Rockwall, not to answer questions. If you do not cooperate, we have authorization to shoot you on the spot. You are also ordered to return those stolen clothes to their proper location before leaving the ministry.
Fine, let's go.
Wellard, we've got a visitor.
Good evening.
Tiberius, you can't let them keep me here.
I'm very sorry, my dear, but things are a bit complicated. I came to explain your position.
Go on then. I'm listening.
Do you remember the day we were bombed, Miss Wellard? I can recall it quite well.
I was young, but yes, I was in school. I lost a lot of friends that day. My mother, too.
My condolences. You are aware that the reason we were attacked was for control of petroleum and mineral supplies, yes?
Sure, but what has that got to do with anything?
Rebuilding our society has not been an easy task. We still have much to do. Of utmost importance is maintaining order. Do you understand this?
Then why are you telling people supplies of vaccine are limited? You could help everyone and work on finding a permanent cure.
Yes, you are correct. And if we were to cure the population and allow our society to thrive once more, what do you suppose would happen next?
It would be great. People could live normal lives again, not have to worry about scavenging or dying of the plague.
Oh, of course. And when a rival nation caught wind of that prosperity and decided we had something they wanted? We would be attacked, experience the horror of war all over again. I would not wish the bombings we experienced on my worst enemy. I cannot let that happen again. I will not let it happen again. Do you understand me, Miss Wellard? I'm aware that the current system is not perfect. There is a clear class divide, but we are not tyrants. The aristocracy has always striven to care for the citizens who provide aid, despite their circumstances. In any case, I am genuinely sorry that things had to turn out this way. You did perform your job quite well, perhaps too well.
I was just doing as you asked.
I asked you to infiltrate the rebels and gain their trust. I did warn you that my protection could only go so far. You could easily have come back to me and informed me of Danton's plans to invade the Ministry.
She threatened to have me killed if I set foot anywhere near your tower. What was I supposed to do?
Informed one of my guards, sent along someone you trusted with the information. Though it hardly matters now. I've gotten all the information I need.
But how?
With this.
A gold ball on a string?
A clever listening device my soothsayer came up with. It was placed in the handle of your crossbow. I have been tracking you in order to ensure I learned the location of Danton's hideout.
You've been spying on me this whole time? Why didn't you just tell me you were listening in?
It was a test of loyalty, and unfortunately, you failed. It's truly a pity. I would have loved to give you your payment. You could have continued spying, opened up a mechanic shop, serving the government. Alas, I cannot reward criminal behavior. It would not be looked upon favorably by the public. We would lose the support of citizens like Mr. Harrison.
So what, you're just leaving me in here to rot?
I'm afraid not. Order must be preserved. I find myself forced to tie up loose ends. Danton and her rebels will be eliminated. As for you, it really does pain me to have to do this. But the truth is, I have no choice in the matter. You must be executed.
What? Why?
I understand this is difficult for you. However, my hands are tied. I simply cannot take the risk of keeping you alive.
And what if I promise not to tell anyone about the vaccine horde?
I'm afraid you've proven to me already that I can't trust you. In any case, I wish to thank you for your service. I'll make sure your execution is quick and painless. Goodbye, Miss Wellard. Again, I am quite sorry.
Looks like the previous occupant of this cell left a few things behind. Most of this stuff is just junk. What's this? Looks like the previous occupant at least got a dose of vaccine. Oh well, an empty syringe might be useful in a scrape. Locked up tight. I don't think I'll be getting through there anytime soon. It doesn't look particularly comfortable. I guess this cell is designed for short stays. I'd rather avoid... This panel seems to have something to do with the electrified window. It's open. There's some pretty foul-smelling water at the bottom. I should get rid of this stupid thing, but maybe it can help me. I'm going to need something long and thin if I want to do that. Let's see if this works. Aha! Interesting. This wire could be helpful, and it makes this thing useless to Tiberius. Seems like a win-win situation. It's closed. Throwing that down the drain. It's just an empty bronze ball on a string now. A medium length of wire. If worse comes to worse, I could probably just hang myself with it. It hasn't got any buttons or anything I can mess with on it. There is an opening at the bottom, though. This should fit through the opening at the bottom. There. The wire is live now. I'd better be careful. I don't see how... Hope this works. What are you doing, little guy? Well, I wasn't expecting that. What a smart bird. Right, time to get out of this hellhole.
You have sent the soldiers to the market district?
Yes, Minister Tiberius. They're heading over as we speak.
Excellent. And the spy in the Ministry of Medicine?
Taken care of.
Good. With regards to Miss Wellard's execution, please be sure to tell the firing squad to aim for the head. Don't drag it out.
Yes, Minister Tiberius.
Oh, such unpleasantness. I really take no pleasure in having to do this sort of thing. I just hope it will all be over soon. Good evening to you.
When the prison was fully functional, this was probably used to store water. empty. It's beyond repair, and the base is screwed into the roof, so I can't push it over. If only I had some way of getting those screws out. Looks big, heavy, and completely broken. Ow, that hurt. I can't think of anything. This place is falling apart. I wonder why the aristocrats don't bother fixing it. That won't. I don't see. He's just going around in circles. The raven who broke me out of my cell. He looks like he's watching me, waiting for something. That door goes in. I can't climb down while the guard is. He's looking right at me. Almost. There, should be. I could easily push this over, but if it... Some big metal... If I want to make noise, I'm gonna...
Huh?
Going in there would... That door goes in... I hope it's not too late. Oh no! Clem!
Amy, that you?
Yes, Clem. I'm here.
Maz.
What's this? It looks like there was a note hidden inside the vase. There's nothing I can do for him now. No. At least it looks like they put up a good fight. I just hope Danton managed to escape. I'm not sleeping. Brutal. There's nothing I... They're beyond help. There's nothing I didn't stay. Nothing I can do.
Don't move! I know how to use this thing! Amy? What are you doing here?
I'd ask you the same thing. What were you thinking? You could have killed me.
Sorry. Pretty brutal in here, huh? I couldn't believe how many guards they sent in.
Just hand over the crossbow before you have an accident, would you?
Okay, fine. Here.
Morbid, but maybe I can use it. I'd rather not. He hasn't got... I'd love to beat something.
Hey!
I guess the guards didn't... I like Denby. Denby?
Yeah?
What are you doing back there?
I'm scavenging.
No need to snap, Denby.
Sorry. It's just that a couple of guards came by the factory and I had to leave.
Did they see?
No,
What are you looking for?
I heard these rebels had some information on where to get vaccine.
And why would that interest you?
No reason.
Denby, you can tell me. You know that.
Last week, I went into the quarantine zone looking for parts to sell to Gordon and... Well, I thought I'd been careful, but this morning I started coughing up blood.
Denby, what the hell? Your mother is going to kill you!
Great. It'll save the green lung the trouble. I can still die pretty.
If you're desperate, fine. But why on earth did you go into the quarantine zone?
Because that's where the best stuff is. Nobody goes in there, so everything in the buildings is more or less intact. It sucks, I know, but I knew the risks going in.
How did you manage to get back out? I thought it was designed to keep people in for good.
You just have to know where to look.
Where were you when the attack happened? Did you see anything?
Not all of it, no. I mean, I saw like the guards walk past and bust down the door, but once the fighting started, I got out of there. Those guys looked like they meant business, and I wasn't going to stick around to see what they were going to do.
Did you see if Danton managed to escape?
Danton? The lady with the cool hat?
Yes, that's her.
Yeah, I saw her run outside and kill a couple of guys with her sword. It was awesome.
I'm sure it was. Did you see where she went?
Nah, she ran off with a couple of guys. I didn't go after them.
Well, at least I know she made it out alive. What's all the stuff on the blackboard?
I don't know. It looks like a bunch of scribbles and some pegs. For all I know, it could be some kind of secret code, but I have no idea what it means.
Never mind. Destroyed, just like everything else in here. A short length of rope is much handier than a noose. I don't think I should pull the pegs out. This rope is way too thick to wrap around the pegs. I'd love to be—
Hey, don't look at—
No way I can— I'm not— Denby?
Yeah?
You're absolutely sure the guards didn't see you back at the factory?
Yeah, positive. Why?
Here, take this.
You have a lottery ticket? Why would you give this away?
It's a long story, but let's just say it's no use to me anymore.
Hang on, does this mean...
Just take the ticket and get out of here, Denby. You've got enough to worry about as it is.
Thanks, Amy. I wish I had something to repay you with, but all I have are these strings I found back here.
It's fine, you don't have to worry about it.
Well, I mean, you might as well take them. It's not like I'm really gonna do anything with them.
Okay, fine. Thanks, Denby. Good luck. Milton? Of course! That was the name of the technician in Sector 82. It's a long shot, but it's all I've got.
Minister Tiberius, I have news.
Go on, then.
The attack on the rebel base was mostly successful. We suffered a few casualties, but we managed to eliminate the majority of the traitors.
Mostly successful?
Their leader managed to escape with a few others. She's no pushover, that one.
Yes, this much was made clear from the start. I suppose this can be considered a small victory. Although the inconvenience of finding Danton again will be great, at least we've managed to quell their growth. Very good. If that is all, you are dismissed.
Ah, there is one more thing.
Yes?
I've just checked with Rockwall, and the prisoner, Wellard, somehow managed to escape.
I see. Call her number.
But Minister Tiberius, will that work? Surely she's not foolish enough to...
Whether she is or is not none of your concern. Just do as I say and call her number. And a word of advice. Question my methods again, and I'll have you hanged from my balcony. Is that clear?
Yes, Minister Tiberius. It won't happen again.
Good. Now get out of my sight. I'm sorry you had to hear that. You know I dislike having to be unpleasant, but sometimes I'm left with no choice. Hush now. Don't worry your sweet little head. You will always be safe, so long as I am here.
Attention citizens, it is now time for this week's vaccine lottery drawing. We are pleased to announce that the winning ticket number is 3211420. Vaccination may be claimed at Willowdale Plaza, next to the Ministry of Medicine. Congratulations to the winner.
I don't believe it. Well, at least Denby will get his vaccine. I'm not the landscape.
Well, well. If it isn't Little Red Riding Hood. I don't know how you found us, but you've got a lot of nerve coming back.
If you'll just give me a second to explain.
No, I'm done with your words.
Can't you understand what's happening? We've all been played. Tiberius set me up.
Isn't that a convenient excuse? I'd love to believe it, but unfortunately that's not an option right now. Tiberius destroyed our base and killed several of our people. You're the only person who could have tipped him off. You are nothing more than a liability. I let you go before, but I'm not making the same mistake twice. You're not leaving here alive.
Sure, blame me. It must be nice to be the leader, being able to blame everyone except yourself.
My fault? How can it possibly be my fault?
You're the one who asked me to infiltrate the Ministry of Medicine. If I hadn't, I never would have been arrested and thrown in prison. Now I'm a fugitive, all because I was trying to help you.
They put you in Rockwall? Nobody ever gets out of there. How did you escape?
It's a long story. Look, I came here to see if you were still alive. I found your message at the old hideout because I was trying to warn you that Tiberius had located it. He tricked me. I was bugged the whole time. He heard everything. And I had no idea.
I see. I'm sorry. We've been through so much in such a short amount of time. It's hard to know what to believe. So what did you find out in the Ministry of Medicine?
The aristocracy is hoarding vaccine. Crates of it. Enough to treat the whole population.
I knew it! Those bastards! Once the public hears about this... Forgive me, Amy. If I had known you were in Rockwall...
It's fine. I got out on my own. Next time, if you could stop to ask me questions before trying to kill me, I'd appreciate it. So what now?
We need time to think about our next move. This news is a lot to take in. You're free to stay here with us if you need to. I wouldn't go wandering around out there if the aristocracy knows you've escaped from Rockwall.
Thanks. I appreciate it. She looks... Danton?
What is it, Amy?
There was so much vaccine. How long do you think they've been hoarding it?
I don't know, but any amount of time is too long. But at least now, we have the information we need to bring about some real changes.
So, considering I almost died finding all this out, is there anything we can actually do?
For now, I'm not sure. This is a fairly important bit of information we have. One option would be to somehow hack into the government PA system and spread the word that way. It would definitely be a welcome change from all those annoying propaganda messages and rigged lottery announcements. The only issue we face is getting some sort of proof to back up our claims. I think that will have to be our next course of action.
Wait a minute. The lottery is rigged? Are you positive?
Yes. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but the vaccine hoarding isn't the first secret the government has been keeping. The aristocracy knows exactly who is assigned to each ticket and can keep tabs on them if the need arises.
Why didn't you mention this earlier? You knew I had a ticket.
Yes, I know, and I'm sorry. I didn't think you were in danger until we were attacked.
Oh no. Denby!
What?
I gave my ticket to my friend Denby. They called my number just before I came down here.
Crafty bastards. They probably figured you'd give your ticket away. If someone else shows up to claim the vaccine, they'll take him in for interrogation to find out where he got it from.
I have to stop him before he gets to Willowdale Plaza.
You plan to enter that nest of vipers?
I do. I don't suppose you'd care to help.
We've taken a heavy hit. I'm sorry, but I just can't spare anyone right now.
I figured as much. It's fine. I can handle this on my own.
Godspeed, Amy. I hope you manage to get to him before the aristocracy does. I wouldn't wish a government interrogation on anyone.
Danton?
What is it, Amy?
You mentioned having lost a lot of people. How many?
About 6. They fought well, but there were just too many guards. We had no choice but to escape. This attack has left us severely weakened. It's going to be a while before we're able to even think about striking out against Tiberius. Thankfully, Clem managed to warn us before they stormed the hideout. If it hadn't been for him, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
Clem was a good man.
That he was. He'll be sorely missed.
Of all the places to hide, why here?
It seemed like the last place the aristocracy would look. As long as we keep the reactor running, they'll have no reason to bother sending anyone snooping around. Besides, I wanted to come back here to make sure Milton didn't become Raven food. He deserves a proper burial.
We'll talk soon.
Okay.
Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Good of you to ask.
I don't need to go.
She's really jumped in, hasn't she?
Yes, we could use more people like her. I just hope she knows what she's doing.
Damn it, I'm too late. Maybe I can still get to him before they do anything too drastic. An ad for Particle Cola. I never got to try it. This ad is for Morley cigarettes. I think Dad used to smoke those. I'm pretty sure those things used to carry people around the city. I vaguely remember riding in one with Dad when I was a kid. I haven't got time for that. I need to rescue Denby. I bet that fountain looked really nice when it was working. The window is blocked by rubble. The bottom floor of this building seems to be pretty wrecked. They look too heavy to move. I can't rest now. People must have enjoyed sitting out here at one time. The writing is way too frilly to understand. If I go in through the main entrance, the guards will definitely catch me before I reach Denby.